Today is day 24 of the 45-day challenge or commitment I made to myself to post 3 videos on 3 different platforms. Conversation for today is the law of gestation. What that is that all physical seeds have a known time frame from when it's planted into a nutritional environment to when it manifests. So an acorn gets planted in the ground. Science has proven how long it takes till the acorn sprouts through and becomes what we know as an oak tree. Same with the human. They've determined that from conception to birth is approximately 9 months. But what science hasn't been able to prove is the seed of thought. How long does it take a seed of thought to manifest in the physical world? And I think that's part of the reason why people give up on their dreams. Because they don't see instant results, or they don't see results in the direction they want to go soon enough, so they just decide to quit. And they say it never works. But it's a universal law. This isn't like a theory or speculation. It's a law, just like the law of gravity or other laws that exist in this world. And it's not man-made law. We created an awareness around it, but we didn't make those laws. We didn't make that law or the laws that contribute to manifestation. These are just what we've discovered and laws that have existed that we know of for as long as humanity's been around. But you need to keep your seed of thought in a fertile environment. So your primary goal at all times should be to feel good. Because when you feel good, you're speeding up the process or keeping that seed at the frequency it needs to be at to manifest in your life. And the more consistency you're there, the sooner it'll come to you. Then there's obviously the effort you need to put out, which I think is not as much as most people think. I think people have this idea, it's just like this middle class theory, that you have to work really, 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 really hard to get what you want. I consider effort as a magnifier, kind of like a magnifying glass in the sun. Like you can intensify things through effort, but if you're doing the wrong thing, then it doesn't matter what you're doing. You could do the wrong thing really hard and you're just going the wrong direction. So if you're not doing the right operations, functions, and you're working hard, then you're just going quickly away from what you want. So doing the right things in the right way, at the right intensity, with the right belief, with the right resources, with the many things go into manifestation. So the idea that you just have to work really hard and you'll become successful isn't always true, because there's people that are highly successful that aren't working so hard anymore. So is it the effort they did decades ago? Is it the momentum that's carrying them through this? Or is it who they're being that is manifesting these extraordinary results? I believe the momentum was started back then, but who they're being is attracting to them the success that they're getting. Because if they stop being that person, that level of success or manifestation won't continue. And it may go in the total opposite direction. Like the idea of lottery winners. We all know that it seems like what's called like the lottery curse. People win the lottery and then their lives, within a few years, usually worse off than they were when they won the lottery. It's because they're not prepared for it. I think that's the idea of building up to your dream. You have to build this. That's what failures and not getting what you want and lessons, all that is to build the strength so when you do get to this dream, you have the strength to sustain that dream. Because like a lottery winner, you could win, but then you have no idea what to do with it. Or pro athletes, or celebrities. There's many musicians who have made more than enough money for generations to live comfortably and abundantly, but then they lose it. How do they lose it? Because they became someone different, that's why. When you become someone different, your life starts to change, positive or negative. But you're always changing. You can do it intentionally, or you can do it accidentally. But you need to have a clearly defined outcome. That's the seed that you plant in the universe. If you plant a hybrid of multiple seeds in the universe, what do you think the universe does with that? It goes, well, seeing the idea of trees. You have an acorn mixed with a willow inside of a pine cone, inside of one of those whirlybird things. You have 5, 6 different seeds in the one seed. What do you think the ground's going to produce? Nothing is what it's going to produce. What it's going to turn is a compost. And that's what happens to dreams that aren't clearly defined. They just turn into, at best, a mediocre result. Because the universe doesn't know what to do with it. What are you going to do with it? It doesn't know either. It's like going to the bank and it's like going to a bank and writing in a language that they're not familiar with. So if you went there and you wrote hieroglyphics, and they look at this check and it could say $50 trillion, but it's in hieroglyphics, what's the bank going to do with it? You're going to go, I can't give you that. I have no idea what this is. That's what the universe says when you give the universe something that's not clearly defined. It goes, so what do you want me to do with this? So if you want a clearly defined dream, I have a strategy session that I can do with you at this moment in time. It's free. As the demand continues to grow, that may change. I also, if you're at this point, I'm in Houston, and that may all change. Who knows? Maybe traveling around America, traveling around the world. But at any moment where I'm at, I offer a free workshop. Either 45 minutes or up to a 3-hour workshop that will help you clearly define your dream, clearly define who you are, and then help you discover what your next step is. And if you need some help in discovering that, I have the skills to be able to help you with that. But that's what the free strategy session's for. Is we clearly define who you are, clearly define where you want to go, and then we discover what the next step is. Because a dream without action is a hallucination. It's just hope. It's just hopeful results that'll get you nothing. So if you're ready for a strategy session, you're ready to get in tune with the dream that you say you want, and you want to clearly define it so well that someone can read it, or you can say it, and someone can envision it in their brain. If your dream isn't that clearly defined that you can share it with me or anyone in the world, and they can't see it, they can't smell it, they can't taste it, they can't hear it, they can't feel it, good luck getting that dream, because that dream's going to be, at best, partial of what you want. So if you're looking for a clearly defined dream that gives you everything you want and plants the seed in the universe, so the universe knows exactly what it needs to do to help, click below. I have a link for my free strategy session.